to do Movie Monday. This was a group created by me where we get to talk about our favorite movies. All of the information for this group will be linked down below if you want to participate. This week I thought it would be kind of fun to do movies from 2000 to 2009. Occasionally we've been doing our favorite movies from different decades, and I thought this one would be a really fun one. But this decade was actually when I was growing up and started watching a lot of movies, so it was really hard to just pick 5. I decided not to choose Star Trek or Pirates of the Caribbean because I've talked about that before on my channel. And obviously, if you know me, you know that Lord of the Rings would be my top 3. But since you already know that those are 3 of my favorite movies, and since I've mentioned it so many times on my channel, I will not be mentioning those either. Number 5 is Atonement. I remember watching this when it first came out, and I remember not liking it at all. I have since rewatched it, and I really enjoy it now. This was actually a book first, which I own, but I haven't read yet. I would like to eventually get to the book. This is a couple that fall in love, and they are torn apart due to the younger sister's jealousy. This has James McAvoy and Keira Knightley in it. I found this to be a pretty sad movie, so if you're not into that kind of thing, probably shouldn't watch it. But if you don't mind sad movies, definitely check this one out. Number 4 is Saw. I decided to put this on the list because I thought it started kind of this new horror genre of lots of disturbing images and gore. It has kicked off this whole series of Saw movies. The new one looks like it could be a little stupid, but I'm going to try it anyway. But let me know if you guys like any of the Saw movies. Number 3 is Troy. I don't think I've mentioned Troy on my channel before, but I really love this movie. This movie has so many big names in it, like Brad Pitt, Orlando Bloom, Eric Bana, Sean Bean, Peter O'Toole, Brian Cox. I mean, the list just keeps going on and on. I really love how they shot this film. It was really beautifully made, considering most of it was out in the desert. But I just really love this movie and had to add it to my list. Number 2 is Ratatouille. There are a lot of Disney movies that came out in this decade, but Ratatouille is one of my favorites. I feel like this is kind of an underrated Disney film. I just think this is the cutest movie, and it takes place in France, which is on my bucket list to go see. I absolutely love the soundtrack, and all of the food looks fantastic. I had never heard of the dish ratatouille until seeing this, and now I really want to try some. But I wanted a Disney movie on my list, so I decided to put this one on. And number 1 is 500 Days of Summer. I do think that I've talked about this movie a few times on my channel, but again, I felt like I needed to add this because it was pretty different to other movies that I've seen. This is about 500 days of this couple's relationship, and it jumps back and forth through their relationship. This has Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel, and I love them in this movie. Again, the soundtrack is fantastic, and if you haven't seen it, you definitely need to check it out. Okay, so those are just 5 movies that I chose from 2000 to 2009. There are literally hundreds of movies that I could have chosen, so let me know what movies you would have chosen, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!